Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing another new news video. I think it's going to be the last one of this year, 2020. I don't know why, but I'm very happy with this shelf. And by shelf, I mean windowsill, because I keep calling it a shelf. But yeah. You've got some of my video gamey things that I've got a little shrine to Pac-Man. That's how obsessed I am with him. And then, yeah, funnily enough, I've got Mega Man at the back, but like, what's weird about that is that he looks like he's shooting Pac-Man in the back at the head. But yeah, I was also gonna have at some point. I'm gonna try, and if I can even be bothered, to get the Inkling Girl figure that I got quite a long time ago back in Leeds on a free comic book day thing. And put that there as well. I do want to get Sonic as well, like a Sonic figure, just to put up in here, because like I'm not even a massive fan of Sonic, but it just looks weird having like, you know, Nintendo represented with Mario and Yoshi and Shy Guy and that, Pac-Man with like Konami, Mega Man with Capcom, and then there's just no Sega rep right there, which is a bit weird. And then you've got like my pop vinyl army, and also what I like about the windowsill now is that it's one, it's clean, which is massively cool, and two, it's also what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, it also shows off that I'm not just a fan of Doctor Who. I've got some other bits and pieces, like, you know, these two Marvel figures that I got from one of those magazines that are, you know, 99p to start with, and then £100 afterwards. Oh god, I'm dying. And then, and then you've got the start of the pop vinyl takeover, which includes like Spider-Man from, I think, The Amazing Spider-Man of all films, and then you've got like a First Order Stormtrooper dude, the Ice King from Adventure Time, Bob Ross. And then you've got two like little animated dudes and/or characters. You've got Gene from Bob's Burgers, as well as Morty holding seeds from Rick and Morty, as well as two little Rick and Morty mystery figure character dudes. And then you've got obviously the Doctor Who stuff, which includes Tom Baker, then the War Doctor, or the 4th Doctor, the War Doctor, the 9th and 12th Doctors. I wouldn't mind getting a Jodie Whittaker pop, maybe. This was also from like a mystery thing, like a mystery blind bag box thing, because I wanted like the 9th Doctor, but then yeah, I got Rose, and for some weird reason she just came with like a key as well, which is really weird, because I'm pretty sure by that point she might have a key, I think. Yeah, in the series, but why she came with a key is beyond me. But yeah, she's got like the Union Jack and that. And then you've got Smith and Davros and that. They were also from like those, you know, things that are like magazines, which usually come with a thing to incentivize crazy people like me to buy them. But yeah. What was the other thing I was going to show? Oh, maybe some stuff that I got from like this place called Ilkley. I got like some bits and pieces like from there. I got like books and stuff, which is really weird because I don't often get actual books. But this is a really funny book that I've read like 1,000 times already. But well, I say that as though it's like really intense read, but it's not. It's got like literally just a handful of like words. Like that, and then that's about it sometimes, but then sometimes it's got quite a bit more. And the art is very juvenile, primitive, rubbish. I don't know how you'd go about it, but yeah. Yeah, I do really like this book. Yeah, and I've just realised he's got a website. The person who did this has got a website, that's cool. Not all potatoes can swim. Shit. But yeah, I don't know why I really like this book, I just do. It's weird, I found this in an Oxfam in Ilkley, as well as Dawn of the Bunny Suicides, which, yeah, I think the only problem is with these books is just trying to find a place for them in my room and that, yeah. And then I also got some Lego as well. I got Boaty McBoatface, and that. This will be like the last, I think I've already just said that, that'll be the last new news sort of video-y thing this year. Just because, probably, yeah, between now and the end of this year, which is really just around the corner, which is kind of insane. And I'm really looking forward to the new Doctor Who episode. What else? yeah, analytically speaking, weird word to say out loud, the channel, it feels like between sort of September and end of this year, sort of September to now, sort of December time, my channel's kind of risen up in terms of like subscribers as well as views. Like I checked, the last video that I uploaded of this recording was the behind the scenes so far to like the Law and Order episode. I know part one of that, and yeah, it got like 100 views, which is insane because I was really confused as to why that is. But maybe 100 people really don't like that video. I don't know, but also what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, kind of a bit weird, but yeah. As well as like reviews, like I noticed quite a few of my Doctor Who action figure reviews have done pretty well. You know, getting double, even triple digits, which is kind of insane. I mean, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't usually care or look that very often at my, for lack of a better term, analytics and all like things that are related to the views, as it were. Mainly because I feel like obviously my channel is so not well made that I know that I'm not gonna get a lot of views, and so I guess I would go a bit insane if I did consistently, like, you know, put all of my stock and time and energy in just looking at those as opposed to just having fun, and just rambling as I often do. And then yeah, I think it's weird because I think the two things that I can only think of as to why the Doctor Who action figure reviews have been so successful this year is probably because of the fact that like maybe my reviews were some of the first ones that came up on YouTube, as in like I got the figures ASAP and or as quick as possible, as quick as possible sort of thing. And then also maybe other people don't like the videos, maybe. I don't know if that makes sense. Like positive or like negative attention is still attention, if that makes sense. Like Rockstar, you only have to look at like GTA. Like a lot of people really hate those games because apparently they're too violent and all this crap. But those people are still drawing attention to that game and therefore drawing more people to it, who otherwise wouldn't even know about it. And that, because I mean it's such a big name, that game anyway, that they don't really need any marketing. But yeah, yeah, I'm trying to save up for an Xbox One X or no, not One X, a Series X or a PS5 or one of the two. I'm not sure. I mean, the thing is, if I get Game Pass, then I might be able to Game Pass Ultimate, might be able to play games on my gaming laptop. I'm one of those people now. But yeah, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, the main reason why I was wanting to do this video was actually a mention about, like, obviously as a bit of an update to where the channel will be going in 2021. You know, more reviews, obviously, as always. That's all I ever really do. But might try and finish my figure adventures at some point in 2021. I've got the rest of Law and Order, and then the next episode, I know, story that I want to do a video of sorts. And then maybe some movie reviews sort of things, if movies have even come out this year, I mean next year, at the cinema, or just going back and watching other movies and then talking about them. Even though I remember a while back I got like a funny comment from someone being like, Captain Marvel's been out for a year or two, why are you doing a video about it? And it's like, well, because I want to. Fucking idiot. like, why are you doing anything? Because you want to? Duh. Like, obviously that, yeah. I got a comment a while ago, yeah, like, because I'd just done, of this recording, I'd just done, a while back, a week or two ago now, I think I'd done, two videos in front of the camera, which I don't like doing as much as being behind the camera. But the two videos were what were they? They were the video on my thoughts on the trailer for Revolution. Revolution. The newest one with Jodie in the prison. That one. That one. She. That one, and basically I had a beard, and what I'm trying to get at is that I thought it was funny that one of my cousin commented like, oh my god, makes you look like you're 30. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, I thought that was kind of funny, more than anything. But yeah, what was yeah, I mean, when it comes to gaming, the way I see it, PC is just graphics, and for, your hardcore, super hardcore enthusiasts who have, 1,000 to 10,000 plus, pounds and or money to spend, more money than sense to spend on gaming stuff and that, which is fine, and I am envious of that, but oh well. um, and then like, Switch has just cornered the handheld market, and that, like no other. But then again, handheld gaming isn't for everyone. I know there is someone out there, like one of my friends, Michael. I'm pretty sure he's never really been in handheld gaming, which is fine. I'm not saying you should be, but you should. I'm not saying you should be into that, but that's what Nintendo has kind of somewhat sort of cornered in terms of their market, or their sort of place in the gaming sphere, and then Sony are just chipping away at just still doing consoles, which is fine. I know it sounds like a criticism the way I'm saying it, but it's not a bad thing, because as always, as everyone always says, they have the exclusives, and the legacy content, I guess, as well to back that up. Kind of not too dissimilar to sort of Nintendo. Somehow they've got new franchises like Last of Us, yet they've also got stuff in the bag and in the vaults, as it were, like your Jak and Daxters, your Ratchet and Clanks, your other stuff, like there's quite a bit in the backlog, in the back catalogue, but there's also stuff like Last of Us and new Spider-Man and new version of God of War and that, whereas Microsoft don't really have that, I guess. But then Microsoft also don't really care about selling just consoles. They at this point they kind of want to be the Netflix of gaming. They want to be on everything, or on every device, not just a gaming device. They want to be on the Xbox Series S, X, your laptop, your smartphone, maybe even your TV, because I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer said something about potentially in the next six months to a year that they might consider having like a stick, like a dongle and or stick you just shove in the back of your smart TV, and then boom, you can just play Xbox games with your Xbox controller without even having a massive console, or the S, which is really small and is basically a streaming box. If you're on Twitch, then that's probably actually really good thing to get, because it's cheap, the Series S, and two, it's super small, and then three, if you just pay monthly for like a tenner a month, and that for Xbox Game Pass, you've got like 100 plus games to just dick about with. I think Game Pass sounds like a really good deal. He says, whilst not having Game Pass Ultimate, or Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass is just the one where it's like just on the consoles, I think, but if you get Ultimate, which is only like £2 more, you can play on all the different platforms that I just mentioned as well. I don't mean to sound like a shill for Microsoft, I'm just talking out loud. But yeah. My hand hurts. Yeah, you got your diecast. R2D2. Yeah, that reminds me. He reminds me. I have watched all of season 2 of Mandalorian, and I was thinking maybe doing a video on Mandalorian season 1 and then 2, or maybe 1 and 2 together, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, comment below if you'd ever be interested in me talking about Mandalorian. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a Doctor Who channel, not a Star Wars channel, but that show has really, really got me back into Star Wars, like, quite a bit. Like, I really, really liked that. I mean, obviously, my opinion on the sequel trilogy is mixed. I mean, I'm one of the few people who did like Last Jedi, and I genuinely don't know that many other people who did. I haven't watched Rise of Skywalker. Oh, no, that's a lie. I was about to say I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker. No, I have, but yeah, I liked it when I saw it in the cinema, but since I can't even with that film, like Like, Force Awakens was alright. I know everyone's major criticism is, oh, it's just A New Hope. But it's like, yeah, but like, Star Wars hasn't been a thing for 10 years. For the mass amount of people who like Star Wars was gone for 10 years. You know? Like, yeah, the people who are complaining about, oh, it's not, oh, it's just A New Hope. It's like, well, yeah, but you're complaining about that when it doesn't even affect you, because the thing is, the reason why it's like A New Hope is to make it accessible to people who haven't been watching or been keeping Star Wars alive, you know, in so much as, you know, the only people who were doing that from 2005 to 2015, I think, when Force Awakens came out, were the diehard fans, you know, people who were buying the action figures still and buying the comics and the books and the graphic novels and the video games and the, you know, all the expanded universe stuff, and we're still trying to keep it alive. Yet, you know, the people who were, you know, liked it but didn't love it were just watching the films, and so for them and potentially their kids, because there's a whole generation. 10 years is quite a long time. You got to think, like, that means that then there are people who have been born in between Revenge of the Sith and Force Awakens that will have never seen Star Wars, potentially, you know, or maybe only just seen, I don't know, like Phantom Menace or A New Hope or something Star Wars, you know, Rogue One, I don't know. Well, actually, Rogue One came out after thing, didn't it? Force Awakens, but you know what I mean. Like, so, like, people been like, oh, this is just A New Hope is a bit bullshit on my part. I think it's a bit bullshit, but probably get death threats in the comment section for that. But oh well. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts, gaming podcasts I've been listening to. All that, well, not listening to, watching on YouTube, really enjoying them. Which reminds me, nice segue into Cyberpunk 2077, I think it's called. Yeah, like, wow, what a clusterfuck of a game. I mean, I don't have the game, but I'm kind of glad about that, because wow, it's been a massive clusterfuck, hasn't it, really? I mean, I'm more interested at this point at just the discourse and the conversation surrounding that game than I am the game itself, you know, which is so sad to me, because, I'll be honest, the irony is that the game that is really, really good is Witcher 3, and probably the other two Witcher games, even though 3 is the only one I ever hear people talk about as much, or at all, really. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of fantasy stuff. I've never really gelled with Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or any of that stuff. But yeah, gonna end the video here now. Bye.